identify yourself. What's your nationality, if I may ask?
Mixed.
You're mixed, okay. Well, what is your father?
He's African.
Your father is African American, all right? So according to the Bible, let me get Numbers 1 and 18. According to the Bible, you are what your father is. So if your father is an so-called African American, you would be a so-called African American. I say so-called because that's not our God-given name, right? The word African American derives from two different white men, right? You don't come from two different white men, correct? Right? So according to the Bible, if your father would be a so-called African American or American black or a Negro, you will be from the tribe of Judah. Just like myself, just like my brother here. You will be from the tribe of Judah, right? Now, Jesus Christ comes from that same tribe, right? So why do they have his image painted in all the churches as a so-called white man? You see what I'm saying? That's the confusion, right? So I'm going to ask you something. Do you know, you can drop that, let's go straight to the curses. Do you know your history? Do you know how we got to this landmass? Huh? How did we get here? You're all right. All right. So I'm going to show you according to the Bible. All right. Are you familiar with the story of Moses? Do you have a little bit of Bible knowledge? A little bit. All right. So Moses was a so-called black man, right? So if you know the history of Moses, the children of Israel, we were under captivity under the hand of the Egyptians, right? Which is another so-called black race, right? So they had us, the children of Israel, in captivity, right? So that's the start of the history right there. But Moses freed us from the hand of the Egyptians, right? And this is what he told us, right? Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses told the children of Israel, if we don't keep the commandments of God, all these curses are going to come upon us. So when you look at our people today, right, do we look like we're on top or do we look like we're on the bottom?
Check this out.
Do we look like we're as a nation, not as an individual, as a nation of people, right? Because when you look at the so-called white man as a nation of people, they're presidents, they got congressmen, right? They got the legislative office, right? They got these different organizations set up for themselves. They even got their own army, right? Hey sis, come look at this sound right here. They even got their own army, right? So when you look at the so-called white man, they are in power today. They control everything that goes on today. They control the very thoughts you have in your head. How do they do that? With television, right? You see what I'm saying? So which makes you not read your history or go find out your history according to the Bible, right? So Moses told the children of Israel, if we did not keep the commandments of God, we will be cursed as a nation of people, right? Today we are cursed. Today we are the ones getting gunned down in the street. Hold that and give me Zechariah 11. I'm going to show you to you out the Bible. I'm going to bring it to you precept upon precept. Because as a nation of people, we're lost, right? We serve this Jesus. We serve this God right here. This is what we serve. We serve an idol, right? We serve a God that doesn't even look like us. According to the Bible, Jesus Christ is the black man. So why, when the so-called white man came over here and he gave us that white image, he had a purpose behind it to keep us asleep. So now when another black man look at another black man, he don't have love for his brother. He immediately sees something that brother got that he wants, and now he's envious. He's covetous. And what does he do? He kills him. Right? You got a fresh pair of J's on. You got to now fight for your life from your own brother. But guess what? Your brother ain't going to go kill another white man if he see he got the fresh J's on. He's not going to do that, right?
Bring it out.
Happen? Give me Zechariah 11 verse 5. Read that.
Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
So the Bible says whose possessors slay them. It says whose possessors Because as a nation of people, we are possessed. We are being owned. Okay, we have no ownership, right? Whose possessors slay them, who kills us, read,
and hold themselves not guilty.
and they get held not guilty, right? How many times has that happened in history when a white man kills us and he gets off? Derek Chauvin was the first one to say, they say he got 22 and a half years, but I guarantee you he get out in 3 on good behavior for killing another black man, right? That's murder. Let you go kill a white man, you're gonna be under the prison. You see what I'm saying?
Bring it out.
So the laws for us and them is not equal. Let's get that in Habakkuk 1 right quick. I'm gonna show you right quick, right? Because I'm bringing to you precept upon precept, so that way you can understand, bro. Because as a nation, I'm telling you, there is nothing equal when it comes to the so-called white man and us. It's not equality, bro. There is not equality at all. That's why they kill us down and they get off. But we kill them, we not getting off. Like I said, we're going to be under the prison, and the Bible is going to speak about that. You got that? Habakkuk 1 and 4. Read.
Bring it out.
Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 4. Therefore the law is slacked,
So the Bible says, therefore the law is slacked. Read.
and judgment doth never go forth.
And judgment don't never go forth.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
So the wicked, who is the so-called white man, compass about the righteous. Read.
Therefore wrong judgment proceeded.
Therefore what?
Therefore wrong judgment proceeded.
So wouldn't right justice be if you kill a white man and he kills you? Shouldn't y'all get the same 25 to life? Right? It's not gonna happen. I guarantee you keep paying attention to the news, Derek Chauvin is gonna be off in 3 to 5 years on good behavior.
Bring it out.
Guaranteed. Let's go back to Deuteronomy. Right? Go back to Deuteronomy. We're gonna go to verse 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68.
Now, this is the reason why all this happens is because we don't keep the commandments of God. That's why we get gunned down in the street. So the Most High set up the so-called white man over us because he's like, all right, so since you Negroes don't want to listen to me, I'm going to put you in a state to where you're going to feel so oppressed that you're going to have to be like, man, why is this happening to me? Why every time I turn on the news, I see one of my brothers and sisters getting killed in the street, right? Why do we got to protest and march? Why do we got to do that? Because we know that in our own selves there is no equality, right? Let's get Deuteronomy 28:68. This is why, though, because we are cursed, because we didn't keep the commandments of God. Read.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
How I explained to you earlier, right? Moses freed the children of Israel from Egypt. He parted the Red Sea, and the children of Israel walked out of Egypt, right? So now the Bible is saying that the Lord, I want you to understand that the Lord doing this to us because we are hard-headed. The Lord is going to bring us back into Egypt again with ships. If you know any history, if you've seen Amistad, 12 Years a Slave, right? You saw how we got over here through cargo slave ship. Where's that? That's right here, right here on the bottom. That's us packed like sardines on the bottom of a slave ship, right? And these green arrows right here, these are the different routes, right? Because we came from the west coast of Africa, right? And what happened? They brought us over to North America, right? The so-called Native Americans, which is the tribe of Gad, right? So from Ephraim on down is the northern kingdom. They was on this land first. They inhabited this land first. That's right. But the conquistadors, the so-called white men, came over, took them off this land, killed them off, and took them over to this side of the world. Right? And now our Native American brothers and sisters are where? On reservations. They gave them a little plot of land when they owned the whole United States. You see what I'm saying? That's a curse because we didn't keep the commandments of God. Read Deuteronomy 28:68 again.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
So he's saying exactly how I'm telling you you're going to go into slavery again on ships is exactly how it's going to happen. Because that's exactly how it happened. We came right over here on slave ships, right? Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
We won't see our homeland no more again. Okay, we may have brothers and sisters that's over there in Jerusalem, but they not running anything. They don't rule anything. They don't have their own army or their own government, right? Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So the Bible says, and there, once that slave ship docks, and there, what's going to happen?
Ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We are going to be sold unto our enemies. We are going to be put on auction blocks. Where is that sign at? If you ever seen a movie called Mandingo, that's when they take the top slave, right? So when you look right here, auction blocks. It says, and there, right? Read it again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
And there, once that slave ship docked, you are going to be sold unto your enemies. So that's what they did to us. They put us up on auction blocks, right? Let's go to verse 32.
Bring it out.
Give me verse 32. Oh, yeah, finish that.
For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
And that buy word, that's the old Quaker word for redeem. Nobody's going to be able to redeem us because we're still in captivity to this day, right? Let's get another curse. Go to verse 32.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Bible says our sons and daughters are going to be given unto another people. That still happens today, right? When they brought us over here on those ships, what did they do? They separated the families, right? The dad would go to a plantation in North Carolina, the mom would go to a plantation down in Florida, and they're going to take the kids wherever. Right, any plantation, hey, we got room for 2 kids. You see what I'm saying? So that's us not having no power, right? Read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
So we not gonna have no power, no might to get our kids back.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.